Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Well, staying healthy and happy in our 60s is a big challenge for us. There's lots of things working in our bodies and in our attitude to life, and I think that it's really super important to have a lifestyle that encourages nutrition and good health and vibrancy, energy. I've gone through this in another video about energy being like the most important thing I think that we need to cultivate as we get older, to have the energy to take care of ourselves. And especially after my hospital stay last year when I had my gallbladder removed, I made some very significant changes to my diet, and I lost a little bit of weight, which feels great, and I wasn't obsessive about it, but I just felt like I needed to make some big changes in my diet, and I'm still working on it because there's so much going on in the world of food that that is not either accurate, or it's misleading, or it's just false. So and there's also definite differences of opinion. Like there's so many people that are meat eaters, some are not meat eaters. It's like there's definitely different views that can be supported by research and evidence, and that's all okay. But I'm going to talk today about 13 fantastic foods I think that can bring you good health in your 60s, and also mostly your brain power. This video today is about keeping a healthy brain, because it's your engine. It's like where everything gets controlled. So I think that the brain is super important. Now, Laura Galbato is one of our bloggers, and she wrote this article called 13 Fantastic Foods, and I want to go through with you the foods. Now, first of all, I am not a doctor, or of course I'm not a medical person. I'm not a nutritionist. I know nothing specifically about these vitamins and about these elements that are in the food that Laura says are good for you, and Laura is. So if you want to read her article, she has a lot more experience with this, and you can get more validation, because I'm not going to be reading the article, and there's a lot of information that's kind of behind the paragraphs. So the first thing I think is to remember that your brain is so important, and connecting to your gut. I think that's another conversation that I would love to have, is your stomach and your brain, because they are, in my research, inextricably bound together. But our brains are constantly getting rewired. Now, there was this belief, and I think it was very common, that as you got older, your brain degenerated, that you lost your memory, that you weren't as smart, that you forgot things, that, all these things, that your brain was constantly getting older with you, and it was getting less and less powerful. That is not true. Foods, the brain can regenerate, rewire neural patterns. It can do all this as you get older, and it's never too late to change your eating habits and to eat smart. Now, our brains, like the things that brain fog and all these things that symptoms that we might be experiencing, are almost certainly going to be affected positively by eating some good food. And I love how Laura goes through this. It's actually quite a long article. She goes through it in quite good detail. But there's basically she calls them brain foods, and they're high in antioxidants. They're rich in antioxidants, and they fight inflammation. I'm not a doctor, but I've read enough to tell me that inflammation is the cause of many of our illnesses as we get older. Inflammation in the body, and so foods that are going to help with fight inflammation and have antioxidants, which are the elements that help fight against the toxins that are all around us. It's really, really important. So minerals, micronutrients, and this brain health and stomach health or gut health is like a whole new area of research that I really want to know more about, because it goes to show that it's a model for healthy living that combines the two things. That in order to have a healthy brain, you need a healthy stomach, or not just stomach, but gut, the whole intestinal setup. It's really, really important. Liver, pancreas, all these parts of your body involved in the transfer or the transformation of food into nutrients in your body. So, first thing. Now, I didn't like this food at all, and I've learned to love it. Avocados. Avocados, believe it or not, have more potassium than bananas, which everyone says you need potassium. It's so true, but bananas are great, but avocados are much, much better. C, E, K, B6, all these vitamins that are really good for you, and it's K, I think vitamin K is another thing that's in there, yeah, and that's a soluble vitamin. I don't know much about K, but it improves memory and cognitive function, according to the experts. Avocados. Second, blueberries. Now, I love blueberries. They're one of my favorite things. I love blueberries. I love all berries, and that's a good thing because berries in general are very good for you. But blueberries are amazing. They are called brain berries, or they're coined brain berries because they have this more antioxidants than many, many fruits and vegetables. And the studies have shown that blueberries do actually help with memory. Now, I'm going to go through this article and talk about research, and it's all in Laura's article. So go and check it out if you want the specific research, because I can say research shows, and I don't have the place it was showed, or the place that it was recorded. But research, people who do this nutritional story say that blueberries are very, very good for you. Third, broccoli. Another one that I love. I love these things. Broccoli is great. Broccoli, in fact, my grandson, my son actually tricked his kids into going on to ChatGPT, because kids are all using ChatGPT, even if we don't like it as we're older, and asked them what the best vegetable to eat was, and they said broccoli. So everybody's eating broccoli now. Like even little Marvel, who hated any vegetable, he's like gobbling down broccoli. But broccoli is good for you. It's got vitamin K again, and it's got sulforaphane, which is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory ingredient. Next one is coconut oil. Healthy saturated fat. Now, fats are not bad for you if they're good fats. Avocado has good fats. Coconut oil has good fats. Dark chocolate. Woo! Everybody's saying yes, yes, and it's true. Dark chocolate has been shown in research. 75 to 85% cacao can't be milk chocolate, which I love. But no, dark chocolate is really, really good for you. It apparently improves blood flow to the brain, and can help, so they say, help with memory, problem solving, and so dark chocolate. Eggs. Now, this is one that got bad press for years and years, didn't it? It was like high cholesterol, don't eat eggs. But now they've found that it does increase the HDL, which is the good cholesterol, and it's packed with something called choline. Now, I've actually, as you know, maybe you remember, I'm kind of doing more of a vegan diet these days. I never have eaten a lot of meat, or even any meat. But I discovered that choline is one of the things that you cannot get in a plant. That it's like a substitute that you have to try to get from other sources. And it says here, eggs are packed with choline, high in B vitamins, and good quality fats, and high protein. Now, if you're not eating a lot of meat, then you need protein, and so fish is good, of course, and eggs are a good source of protein. So, yay, eggs. I know, and I'm sure as I'm saying these things, there are going to be people who are, Margaret, don't be ridiculous. Eggs are not good for you. And that's totally cool. You can have your opinion, and I'm just recording what my expert blogger said, and just share my own experiences too. Green tea. Now, I actually used to drink a lot of green tea, but I don't anymore. It's got L-theanine in it and polyphenols, which again supposedly help with memory decline, brain attention, and improve problem solving. And again, check the article for all the details on this. Next thing that is encouraged is leafy green vegetables. Now, unfortunately, I can't get, like, for example, kale is out of season right now, and so is Brussels sprouts, and I love them both. But look for those kinds of leafy greens. If you can't, just use lettuce or arugula, or they're packed with folate and lutein, beta-carotene, things that are really good for you. Leafy vegetables probably should have been at the top of the list because there's so many choices. You can actually take your choice. Here's one that I never have eaten, and I don't know if I ever will, but pumpkin seeds. I didn't know that pumpkin seeds were full of zinc and iron, and they've got this rich omega-3 fatty oils, which are really good for brain health. So pumpkin seeds. Do you like pumpkin seeds, anyone? What do they take? I've seen them, of course, because you have pumpkins every Halloween, but they're like big flat seeds, aren't they? I should probably try some. Now, here's one that I eat 3 times a week, and I have been for years and years. I don't know whether it's helped very much, but anywho, it's salmon. I love salmon. It's the only kind of fish that I really enjoy. I do eat sardines sometimes, and I also like tuna. But salmon, I have found, for me, has a really nice taste, and it's very good. It's high in omega-3 fatty acids, again, which is why these fish, sardines and mackerel and all of them are so good for you. And again, it says it reduces the possibility of dementia. And also, it's supposed to reduce depression. And all I can say is that well, I mean, we all have moments where we're like sad or depressed or, overwhelmed. But I must admit that I think the salmon in my life has really helped. And I thank the salmon. For those of you who don't eat any meat or fish, I'm very grateful. Another two more things. Turmeric. We know this is a powerful spice. It's got curcumin in it, and that's supposed to be really good for your brain, for heart health, for arthritis. Turmeric in a drink, I put sometimes just a little bit, like a quarter of a teaspoon, into a lemon drink, and it's really, really tasty for me. I have to put a little bit of honey in there sometimes, but yeah, so turmeric is a big one. Walnuts, they don't call them the brain nut for anything. They look like a brain. They're supposed to be the best nut if you have brain and liver issues too. All these things that are good for the brain are also good for like that gut brain relationship. They're also really good for brain health as well. Vitamin E, omega-3 acids again, fatty acids, zinc, manganese. Walnuts are honestly some of the best. And the last one is water. Where's my water? I don't have it at my desk. But yeah, water. Hydrate yourself is such an important component of healthy eating and living. And I actually in my life, I've got to admit, have not been very good at drinking a lot of water. The brain is 75% water. It needs water. Your stomach needs water, everything. So hydrate yourself. And remember those 12 other foods. Are any of them on the list that you choose, that you feel are really good for your health? That maybe you've got some specific other plants that or foods that you would like to recommend. Put them down. We're not no one pay attention to anybody else's points of view, right? Because that's their point of view. This is even Laura's point of view. So it's okay. Read, research, do your own homework, and make your own decisions. But eat healthy. Yeah, it's less sugar, less white stuff, less sodas, just those things that we know are not so good for your body. But these are some good ideas to suggest, and maybe you follow them. But I look forward to your comments, and take care, everybody. Stay healthy and strong and well, and we'll see you again soon.